Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. It is Dreamboat Sketches, and today's video I'm going to be introducing you to my original characters. This is a video I've been meaning to make for a while now, but I didn't have time to do it. But now I'm finally sitting down, enjoying these characters, and I'm going to be telling you my story. So the first character is obviously my baby boy Axlan. He was the first character that I ever created in this story or in this universe, and the whole story basically revolves around him. Axlan, the story basically follows Axlan after the death of his best friend in the whole wide world. Everybody is telling him he has to move on from it and he has to heal from it, but he's so convinced that there's something unnatural about her death because there's very little information. Now, I've not really figured out many details about the story, like how people say that she died, and just different kind of things I've not figured out, even their ages, the age range. I just know that they're in high school. So yeah, the story is pretty vague, but this is Axlan, and he has this soft boy aesthetic that I am living for. He is such a cute boy, and sometimes I guess I draw him a bit feminine, but it's not. He's not a girl in any way, shape, or form, because I've had people ask me, "Oh, is this a girl?" And I'm like, "Oh no, no, he's not a girl. He's a boy." So yeah, um, the whole story is about Axlan investigating the death of his best friend and uncovering so many hidden truths and so many things that are just messed up in this town where the story is based in. So I think I like the contrast of such a serious storyline with a very brightly colored main character that is supposed to be full of life and supposed to be just a soft boy, but he's going through so many deep and damaging things. And yeah, that is Axlan's major story. For this journey, it was actually pretty chill. I didn't really have any problems with it at all, except the full body illustration, because I don't really make full body illustrations when I'm making digital art. So this was like a whole process on its own, but I really like how it turned out, and I hope you like how it turned out too. So this is my baby boy Axlan, and that's basically a summary of his story or the whole story. So the next character here is Floyd. He is Axlan's best friend, or one of Axlan's best friends in the whole wide world. He's not the best friend that died. I'll show you her later on. But Floyd's story is still very, very fuzzy to me, because initially when I created him so that he can betray Axlan. But then I'm really rethinking things, because I want another character to betray Axlan, a character that nobody would expect would betray Axlan. So I won't tell you that, because if I'm making this into a comic, I do not want any spoilers. So this is Floyd, and yeah, if you see him in any of my animatics, because I think I made an animatic a few um months ago, and it was with that trending Willy Wonka sound, because basically Floyd fell into like a bad, quote unquote, bad crowd, and Axlan just has a very bad feeling about Floyd's new friends. He feels like they're influencing him or they're making him into somebody that he's not. But I don't personally agree with Axlan. Yeah, Floyd's friends are a bit sketchy, but I don't think they're necessarily making him do things that are bad or making him fall into the quote unquote bad crowd, or making him just do shady things. I just feel like Axlan is a very, very possessive and selfish person. No offense. I'm not saying Axlan is a bad person. I'm just saying he's a very possessive person who doesn't really like sharing his friends with anybody. So the fact that Floyd is having this entire group of friends that Floyd might actually prefer hanging out with is just making Axlan go crazy. So that's a little side story to them. Floyd's design has changed a lot. His former design, I was just never really connected with it, but his new design, I really, 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 really like it. I think I'm giving him this emo boy aesthetic, as you can see from his clothes, but I didn't want him to be just quote unquote emo that he's only wearing black. So yeah, this is Floyd. I hope I didn't ramble too much. The next character here we have Riz, and his name is spelled as Rhys, and it's pronounced as Riz, which I think is a very like silly thing because basically I did okay. I created this character and I named him before like raising people up was a thing on TikTok. So when that became a thing, I was like, oh my gosh, this fits his character so well. And now it looks like I did it on purpose, but it was completely by accident because when I created him and I named him, that wasn't a trend at all. But anyway, Riz is like a bad boy kind of thing, but he's a golden retriever, but his aesthetic and his vibe gives off bad boy, but he's nothing like that. He has albinism, hence like the glasses, and when you see the colors you would understand what I'm talking about. And his former design too was just not something that was really connected with, but by the time I changed up his design a lot, I really like drawing him now. And yeah, he doesn't have a hard time like getting girls because girls are always like falling over him, and he holds a very not a really high position but a semi high position on the student council. And he also like he's one of the most popular people in school because I think I didn't mention this, which is so weird, but they have magical powers. Everybody has powers in this world, which really ties into the story. I can't believe I forgot to mention that. So, Riz is one of those people in the school that has absolute control over his powers. Axlan hasn't discovered his powers yet, but Riz discovered his and he has been using it. Even Floyd has his powers set out for him, but Axlan's powers are still a mystery to everybody. So this is Riz, and yeah, he's really cute. I like him a lot. The next character I have here is Noor, and she's Axlan's quote unquote love interest. I really love this character a lot. But basically, her and Axlan are going to go on this journey together where they are trying to figure out the mystery of Axlan's best friend's death, which is really going to make Noor also discover a lot of things that she never knew about herself and her powers, which by the way, she has the lowest ranking power among all the characters in this story because she's a seer, and seers are basically the lowest ranking magical users in this world. I'll make a separate video explaining the hierarchy and how everything works in this world. That would be a separate video. But this is Noor, and I feel like because of the fact that she's a seer, a lot of people in her school didn't really like respect her or didn't really rate her as anything. So she really has to fight a lot to gain the respect of her peers. So she doesn't feel like she's free to express herself that much because she feels like if she expresses herself too much, people are not going to respect her again, and people are not going to give her that respect that she deserves. And she really fought her way to become the student council president, and she's not going to let anything tarnish her image, which is going to like it's going to cause a lot of issues. But that is a story for another day. You might have seen Noor and Axlan a lot of times in my animatics that I've posted on my YouTube shorts, but I just love joining the two of them, and I've seen so many like audios that fit their story so well. Little side notes, Noor is like 6 feet tall and Axel is like, let's say, 5'4" or 5'3", so he's really short and she's really tall. So I just really love that dynamic and it's really funny to me. But yeah, she's really tall because she's based off a grizzly bear, by the way, in case you were wondering. But this is Noor. I don't really have much to say anymore without spoiling the story, so yeah, stay tuned for animatics. I hope this video will help you understand my animatics more. It's finally time for Axlan's best friend that I keep on talking about. Her name is Claire. Then I'm not really going to say much about her character because there's not really much to say because she's basically dead throughout the story. Um but she was Axlan's best friend in the whole world. Like right from when they were very young, she has been Axlan's best friend, and maybe he had a thing for her, maybe he didn't. That is for you all to discover in the future. But yeah, she's his late best friend that he loves with all his heart. But she also was a very curious person, and that curiosity might have led to her death. She might have uncovered some things that she was never supposed to find out about, and that might have been why they had to take her out. So when I recorded the first part of this audio for this video, I stated that I don't know how they said that she died, but I do now because it's much later. She died basically by being hit by a bus, which is really gruesome, I know, but that's basically how they said that she died. And yeah, very curious young lady that uncovered something she wasn't supposed to find out about, and Axan is going to find out about these things, and it's just going to be a whole thing. But anyway, this is Claire. I love her design. She's such a girly girl. Like, oh my goodness, she's so cute. I have like three other characters that I didn't draw for this video. That they will be in another video, because those other three characters are I like them a lot, but they are not main characters. That's why. So if I'm to make this a comic, it would probably be like a slice of life comic slash a mystery slash a fantasy comic. I think that's what would describe this perfectly, because we're also still going to see into the lives of these different characters and just see how they live their daily life and just navigate being teenagers. So yeah, there's that. I don't have much to say again, so just enjoy the rest of the speed paint. Thank you so much for watching this video. I had so much fun showing you my characters and just ranting about my story. If you like this video, give it a like, thumbs up, subscribe, turn on post notifications, comment down below, and let me know if you want to know more about the story. But that's all for now. Bye.